Okay, hey Revolutionaries, hey, this is JimJim, and it's Friday morning, and if you're still listening, we're coming to the end of the new mini-series here, the episode Quickies, the mornings in Key West, 5:05, it's Friday morning here, and I'm just getting going, not quite awake yet, but here we go. It's been a challenge to pump these podcasts out on a daily basis. I can't actually believe I'm to the end of doing this 5 days in a row. It's a little bit harder than it probably sounds out there in listening land. The recorded amount is short, but the production part is still intense and still takes a lot of editing and saving and sharing and cutting and pasting and producing album covers and all that kind of stuff. So just help me get back into grind mode here. So I appreciate you guys listening out there and checking out something different from the podcast. And if you like it and you want to hear more of this kind of stuff, let me know. Or let me know if you didn't like it too. That's fine too. And just so you know, I do have more interviews coming. I've got one lined up. Actually, I just was WhatsApping her yesterday. And it's going to be interesting. I can't guarantee it, of course, until it comes out, but she's agreed in principle. And it's interesting. I don't think I've talked to this person in 25 years. So I'm very curious to catch up with her and see what she's doing. I'm not sure where she is. She's always traveling in the world. I think she lives in Bali now, originally from the U.S. She might be in California right now, but she travels around teaching classes and different things. So anyways... but it's going to be a good one, so make sure you listen to it when it comes up. Okay, let's do the protein check this morning. Yesterday I got 157 grams in, a little bit under, but I was just like stuffed. I couldn't eat anymore, and I was kind of tired from all the activities of the week. Really, walking around a lot, so I kind of crashed early. But that's fine. I'll get after it again today. Today, actually, I'm going to go for a run, do some more cardio, because I kind of took the day off yesterday. I was supposed to do cardio yesterday, but what I did do was I snuck by the Hemingway house. Yeah, the Hemingway house. And it was cool. It was very interesting. If you folks aren't aware out there, Ernest Hemingway is a famous and... storied, so to speak, author. We use that word. Author of many different books, nonfiction books, whatever famous things that he wrote. And he lived in Key West here for a while. And I guess my impression was that, he lived here a long, long time. And, there's a lot of hype here about his house and about the cats at his house, which I'll tell you about in a second here. But he only lived in Key West for like 8 years. Here it is. Ernest Hemingway lived in Key West from 1931 to 1939. He first visited in 1928. So he was here for 8 years, but he must have left a big impression because they love talking about this guy down here. Got the big house tour, a lot of signs around town about it. And curiously, I didn't know the history of Hemingway or much about him. I'm not a big reader person. But then he, in 1940, moved to Cuba. And he lived in Cuba for 20 years. And it wasn't until 1960 that he decided to leave Cuba because of the political tensions there, and then ended up in Idaho. But he always kept his house in Key West, I guess, to come back to visit and all those kind of things. So anyways, yeah, the tour was cool. It was a self-guided tour. I just kind of went up and bopped around the property and the house. The house is a grand old house. The houses down here look a little bit like Cuba and a little bit like New Orleans, and New Orleans looks a little bit like Cuba, and Cuba looks like a little bit like Key West, I think, when you walk around the streets and seeing the older houses. So it's interesting, just kind of this part of the world, the way the construction architecture looks. Anyways, big second floor balcony all the way around the house. It's pretty cool. Big porch all the way around the first floor. And all over the grounds of the property, which is a big property, a couple acres, there are cats. So famously, he liked cats, I guess, and he had this special strain of cats, species of cats, that have 6 toes. Yes, 6-toed cats. A little bit bizarre, but it's true. And so, and they're all nice, and there's tons of them. I couldn't believe there's little mini cat houses, like a dog house, but a cat house all around the property. Many cat houses around the property. There's like a kennels. There's a little graveyard area with plaques of all the cats that have died over the years. This is, going back, I don't know, almost 100 years, like 80 years or something like that, since he lived there. And so I guess these cats are descendants of the 6-toed cat species. And the beautiful cats. It's wild. So if you check out the album cover of this episode, I think I'll put a cat on that one. Me and the cats. So we hung out yesterday. So that was fun. So I got over to that, and later in the evening I went over to Mallory Square. If you haven't been out to Key West, Mallory Square, it kind of reminds me of Jackson Square in New Orleans, where it's a big plaza. But one of the big cool things you can do there is watch the sunset. And I went last night, but you couldn't see the sunset because it was cloudy. But I still went, and it was fun. And they have street performers and tarot card readers and some shopping and that kind of stuff, kiosks and food vendors. So it's kind of a nice just outdoor plaza where everybody hangs out. I'm going to go again tonight. Today's my last day. I'm going to go again tonight to try to see the sunset. And like I said, maybe go for a run or probably a bike ride today to get some cardio in. And then jump on the protein train, start stuffing my face with protein. So that was part of the goal of stress testing the diet and just chilling out and doing a little reading. I read a little bit more of my Meditations for Mortals. It's a really cool book. Check it out by Oliver Berkman. That's what I'm into these days. But starting to get the feel of refocusing because I'm heading back north tomorrow, back to the cold, back to the winter, and back to potentially, I'm probably going to do it, is the cold plunge on Sunday, which will be in the 30s because there's snow on the ground. It's cold up there. So sort of looking forward to it, but not really looking forward to it, but looking forward to it, if you know what I mean. Anyways, that's all I got. This rounds it out for the Key West mornings, 5:05 Friday morning. I hope you have a great Friday morning and great weekend for everybody, and hopefully great holidays coming up. More episodes to come, more reinvention talk to come. So stay with the podcast, people.